Oh, yay, good. Well then, doodling and chatting and stuff by myself is different than what I usually do, except this time was the possibility of people being in if any of the qualities we heard that is. Oh geez. Now I'm just drawing with very simple forms. Examples are nowhere present. We have drawing for maybe 6 hours now, and I finally decided to actually do something on internet. I was like, haven't done anything in a so I guess it's 100% my fault. But with all that out of the way, I'm going to be drawing with form right after I'm done doodling this very simple head as a secondary warm up since I took like a 30-minute break. Some quick just reminders of form are, just, cubes. Well, not cube, that's a square. Circles, triangles, and then here's if you add shade, whatever. I don't care. Just however you want to. Don't have the time right now. And then, I mean, I have the time, but don't want to right now. And then I guess pyramids, the 3D forms of them. And so these are like 2D right here, and very poorly 3D. So that's just a very quick introduction. And then I'm going to be basically showing how you can apply form, like shapes and form, into just being put together. Because not gonna name anybody, but I had or have a really really lovely friend who seems to be struggling just a little bit with form. So basically putting shapes together. So I'll be kind of demonstrating to some degree how you can put shapes together, and but mainly I'm gonna doodle and then show examples into a little gosh, so tired lecture. I don't know. I'll speak about it for a little bit. So right now I'm drawing very simple shapes that can be added upon to later. So these are basically just kind of warped planes, if you want to call them that. And you can just maybe you might be able to start seeing some of the forms that are coming out from this. And by forms, I mean the single thing I'm drawing at this moment. So right now the arms for this figure are literally nothing more than just cylinders right now. So keeping it very basic, not jumping into anything drastic at the moment. Don't worry, I'll try to maybe make it more complex when I'm done just getting what I want done. And with fingers, I'm very lazy, so I literally just use rectangles to build my forms. Triangles, triangles, I just all together. I don't discriminate. Whatever gets the job done for the basic forms. So the head's pretty tucked in. So I could lift that up a little bit. I mean, his chest is not that big for someone with that much height. Well, with that much build. It does not look like someone with a robust chest. Not yet. Maybe eventually. Maybe not. You know, we'll find out. Fixing his whole body a little bit. Then let's get to the other hand. The hands are just normal, you know, plain, just very small that I just warp to make them look like how I want. Like since the thumb is going, to basically just be, it's going to be on the outside, so the thumb's going to have to cover the plane because the hand isn't flat like the plane I'm doing. You have to imagine it like a cube, like up here. What I'm doing right now, you have to imagine it like a 3D object, which kind of helps you a little bit. If you're imagining like a 2D object, kind of like it's presented right now around the hand, that's not really going to help understanding form that much because what's really going on is it's actually going to be somewhat 3D in my head, but I'm sort of skipping because I'm being lazy. But you want like this up here. Ding 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 pew pew. Yeah, this up here. You kind of want to imagine the hand that I'm just doodling down here as a just somewhat 3D object. And then the thumb, I want the thumb to be next. I want the thumb to be next to it. I don't want the thumb to come out down here. Actually, you know what? I might take that back. That looks somewhat lovely. Let's see. Actually. So let me just 3D this up a little bit. Barely. Hardly. Somewhat. We'll see. Probably not. No. You know what? No, I want it resting on his hand. And I'll get his other fingers to be somewhat doing stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. So let's see what we can break down from what I got so far. So it's very simple form so far. If you were to break it down to the simplest, you kind of just have that. We've got the head, and then we've got a spine going through. Get rid of all that because that's actually on the same layer. Just make a new layer. There we go. Breaking it down for you, for me as well. The chin is just a little triangle, but we don't need that because we got the head. And then again, the spine. So we got that so far for just two little cubes, and well, three, I guess, but three little cubes and little spine examples. Now let's go back down to actually adding some detail. So now we're going to add a little bit of detail to this upper body because now that we have the simple form, I'm just going to add somewhat to some detail. So the body doesn't really rip apart when you're not torn. Like naturally, if you're just a normal person, you're not going to be completely torn apart. You're going to be somewhat connected. What I see a lot of people do when they draw is they'll draw the muscles, like they'll draw the muscles and they'll be very awkwardly placed and exaggerate, but there's nothing wrong with exaggerating the muscles. But if you're going to draw muscular people or people with muscles and you're not doing anything like mega cartoony, And one of the things you need to do is you need to somewhat make the muscles connected. What I'll notice is like people have like a chest, and for some reason they'll have like a here let me show you an example very quickly. What they'll do for some reason is like they'll give the guy like a round bicep like this, and then they'll give them like a muscle like this, like but weirder, and then like the bicep will like do something like I don't know why they're there, and they'll just do weird stuff where it doesn't make sense. Like the muscles like won't they either won't be connecting, like there'll be like a shoulder here, and then there'll be like a line and then a bicep. I don't know why, you know, bicep, because all the muscles are connected. Like, let me draw a very quick example on the side over here, or connected together. So, like, let's get the shoulder in. So there's a shoulder, and then you have, because the bicep actually wraps somewhat, because it tucks under for the shoulder, which is this right here, that little thing right there. Somewhat tucks under the. Oh shit! Oh, I can't say that, can I? I don't know. Yeah, somewhat tucks under, and then it goes around somewhat good. And you got the tricep. Oh, geez, it's glitching a little. Haven't had that happen. Okay. And the pec is, they're all connected. Like, there's multiple layers to this. Like, the pec goes under the shoulder, and then the bicep kind of starts under here, but it definitely wraps around. There's a whole bunch of ligaments. A whole bunch of ligaments. There's layers and layers. There's not just single layers. There's multiple layers of muscle, which I have none of them memorized. I have like the basics memorized, like just enough to get me by. And then if I ever need anything, I'll build a top the form, like what I've been kind of doing with this little red arm I've been doing. I put the basic shapes in, and then I draw a top of that. So, like, that's why, like, if I really need exaggerated muscles for a scene, I'll actually just whip out some, books, some reference books. I'll pull up some images. I'll look up videos and freeze them at the right time and take snapshots of like certain muscles being flexed and stuff like that. So, but usually I just use the basics, build the basic shape on top of the form. And when I'm done with that, then I'm good. But it's very important to remember that you don't just throw it on top. You need to build the basic form. And then when you're done with the basic form, you can throw on top. Like, if you're really experienced with what you're doing, if you know 100% what you're doing, and you feel confident that you could just destroy whatever you're doing, then go ahead. But go ahead, you can do it. But I would recommend, for people who aren't mega super ultra confident, I would recommend that you probably build upon the form. So you get down the basics, and once that looks right, then you can work on having everything else. Because I find it very hard to actually just throw everything in. That's something that takes a lot of skill, or people with just really good eyes. I mean, even people who've been doing it, drawing for a really, 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 really long time, don't just do it in one shot. It takes them quite a few tries. You'll even see like professional books by like Marvel and DC where sometimes they actually do mess up. So I mean, even the pros are messing up from time to time, and I mean that's their job. It's not fair though. I mean, most of them have deadlines and can't nitpick every last thing. Ah, jeez. Rambling of a tired man. Rambling of a tired man. Yeah. Ramblings of a tired man. And now we're going to go back to that body I was doing. Sorry about the super mega ultra delay. I was enthralled by whatever I was doing over there in the red because it was red and pretty and made me very, very happy. And then everything else that was of a neutral color or just had no saturation whatsoever made me very uninterested. I just disappeared. It wasn't in my it wasn't any form of vision, even though it was literally in my vision. I didn't care for it. It had no influence, but I remembered I was doing something else, and thus this boring task of which I do not want to do. Okay, I guess I'll just zoom in a little bit because I want to give this guy a little face. Pew pew. We're gonna make him frowning. He has a little toad face. Then we're gonna add some depth, I guess, to the head. And let's give him sad person eyebrows. Let's go back out. Flip the canvas. Why did I do that? I have no idea. But it's been done. Therefore, it shall be till I feel like flipping it again. But I do not want to do that too much because I feel like I might hurt someone's eyes. And I am not a bully. Or am I? I'm not. Or am I? Oh, no, but yeah, back to the form and stuff. Okay. So, as usual, just building on top of what I've already got. And, okay, there you go. That arm bothers me so much over here. Yeah. See what I can do. Maybe I'll have to move it. The arm. It's upsetting and stuff. Yeah, I'll probably move it. Good. Come on. There we go. Shrink a little. There we go. It's a very boring pose. I should probably draw someone actually doing something very soon. Yeah, I'll probably draw someone doing something. Go here. Grab all of this. Rotate. Shrink it down. Ah. No. I'll just delete all of this. It's boring. So much easier to just get rid of everything. There we go. Okay, sweet. Okay. Now that everything's gone, I'm gonna draw some faces. Ah.